Hey, okay, let's tackle the subject of creative thoughts. That's a subject which is very fashionable those days. And basically, there are, I would say, two levels in the concept of creative thoughts. And I would like to explain maybe the thing another way, which is much more, I think it will convince you much more because it's just based on what already happens, what is already happening for you and for every one of us if we just take the time to look at things clearly. So basically the two levels that are behind the concept of creative thoughts is, the first is obviously that if you're, let's say you're in a good mood, you see everything like positive and you see the bright part of your reality, and obviously that changes your reality, what is happening in your days, because of your behavior is going to change, um, and opposed to when you're in a bad mood and you see only negative things, and obviously you're going to react another way, and your reality is going to change from that, just from that point. Okay, that's one thing. So obviously your thoughts have a real impact on your behavior and your behavior on your reality. Now the second level, I would say, in the creative thoughts concept is that what we think attract things to us, which is, I think, maybe just more or less real, I think. But there's something, I think, which is really much more powerful than we think about our thoughts. And basically, I would say, look at science. Science now knows that everything basically is just energy. You take any kind of matter, matter is vibration, vibration is energy, so if you boil down everything that we know, the very first level is just pure energy. So why not thoughts? It seems almost obvious, even though maybe we haven't been able to experiment that scientifically, but it seems that it's just the next step for science, because we already are able to experiment and to determine that everything is energy, even though it seems very consistent for us, like physical matter, and it's just energy. So yeah, it seems thoughts is much more important in terms of process what is happening, just not something immaterial in our head and that's it. So okay, that's a first I would say realization about this concept, which certainly has much more than it seems in it. So what I would like to show you is that maybe we can just realize that thoughts is much more powerful than we think, just not by abstract concepts, and you have to believe in that, and it's a little difficult sometimes, and yeah, obviously, because it doesn't seem that realistic and objective. Now let's look at what is already happening right now, okay, in our life. If you just are able to observe yourself, because that's really an exercise which is pretty difficult to do. We are not at all objective with ourselves, and most of the time we just don't want to observe ourselves clearly every time, especially when it seems difficult to be with yourself, with your thoughts, with your emotions, things like that. And so, but I really think that's the key to a lot of things. If you want to understand how life works, I would say just observe yourself. It's really not that easy. But now let's go deeper in the concept of creative thoughts. If you observe yourself, you have some goals, some objectives, some things you would like to achieve, to change. Okay, maybe they are very clear to you. The only thing is that if you look at yourself, what you think all day long, and your behavior, okay, is completely opposed to the fact that your objectives are going to be achieved, then it's opposed to your thoughts are opposed to also that the fact that you're going to reach your objective. All that is opposed to the belief that you can change things, that you can achieve what you want in life. If you really observe yourself, let's say you are completely convinced that you want that and that in life, and you know that it's going to happen for whatever reason. You know, it's, let's say it's magical, it's whatever. You've been promised by someone who has a lot of power, can really change things in your life, and you know it's going to change. How are you going to behave? What are you going to think all day long? And compare this state, okay, to what you're actually doing all day long. What is your behavior? What are your thoughts? And what would they be if you were completely convinced that things are going to change, really? Okay? And it's just two worlds, two separate worlds, completely different. So I would say that our life is just the reflection of our behavior, our thoughts. And it's easy because we are not, most of the time, we have a lot of things we would like to change, and it seems like we have no control over that. But if you look at your behavior and your thoughts, it's just completely related to the state. So you're not able to change things, you're not able to reach your goal, and at the same time, your thoughts and your behaviors are just you know, in relation with the state of not being able to, or of you won't reach that state, or you're not able to, you don't have the means to. So we live from the point that it's not possible. Okay, I would like to, I'm trying to, but it's not possible. So I would say, okay, is it really the source of the results? Basically, I think, because everything starts in our mind, then our behavior, then things happen or not, or one way or another. Okay, so if you observe yourself, you can see that you already have a life which is completely related to your thoughts, just because of your limitations. But for that, you have to be able to observe your thoughts and say, hey, if I'm such in a bad mood, or such angry, or you know, I just don't enjoy what is happening right now, it's because I think that it was you know, it has a lot of importance. Why? Because my life is already hard enough like that, and then there is this guy doing this to me, and you know, things like that. And now I have this problem, that is one more problem in my life, and all that is based on the fact that you're not going to reach a higher level in your life, that you don't have the possibility to have more success. It's already related to the state of not being able, nothing is going to change. If you were convinced that, yes, I'm changing that, I don't know how, I don't know, you know, why? Well, because that's my goal, I look at it in this direction, and I'm going to find solutions. If I was in this mindset, I wouldn't be angry at a lot of things. I wouldn't be resentful for many things. Don't you think? So just observe your mindset, your mood, your thoughts, your behavior, and is it really what you would be, how you would behave if you were sure that you would be reaching your goals, having a lot of success in your life, in whatever you want. Just compare that, and obviously, I think, yeah, our thoughts are completely related to the state we are right now. So certainly if we change our thoughts, things are going to change. That's obvious. Don't you think so? That's just one kind of demonstration I wanted to make. Just look at what is happening right now, and certainly you'll be able to change that. But the tricky part is to observe yourself, even though most of the time we just don't want, because we feel bad about a lot of things that we feel. So that's my point for today. Let me know what you think about that. I really think that's the key, observing ourselves, what is happening, how things are working for us right now. And from that point, we can obviously change a lot of things. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.